Sports Stars Magazine, and this is what senior night's all about, ladies and gentlemen, especially in a very passionate, energetic house like the Seahawks playing at Redondo Union, Siena Blaustein, just showing why she's not only one of the most dynamic and multifaceted, but just courageous and just resilient players that Redondo has ever showcased. Siena, obviously not the ideal start to a senior night. There's always emotions that are going to go into it, and I usually find that it goes one of two ways. Like, it's either you're going to be up 11-0 or you're going to be down 11-0. Obviously, I'm sure you would have picked the former rather than the latter, but you know, to be able to kind of have to deal with that initial onslaught, and then for you and this group to show so much heart and will and determination and resilience. This has got to be one of the proudest moments of your career.
Yeah, definitely.
Just what did it require, you know, not only in terms of execution, but just patience and realizing, like, hey, you know, let's just dismiss the first quarter, let's play 0-0 basketball and realize that we still have 24 minutes. Like, just what did that require from you and the group in terms of patience?
I feel like we were able to come and count on each other. We talked about it, we huddled up, and we were able to just be like, this is our last game, this is the last opportunity to come out and showcase who we are as a team, and we were able to talk about it and be like, we're here, this is the moment, there's no other factor that should affect how we were coming out and playing, and being able to rely on our teammates and bounce back was really important, so I'm grateful for that.
I said to Coach Marcelo and also to your amazing teammate Abby Zimmerman that I felt like, I mean, although people are going to look and say how defining the third and fourth quarters were, you know, in terms of how much you outscored them by, but I really felt like that run at the end of the first half to get it to a manageable distance, right? Like, it's 11-0, you ladies score the first couple of baskets of the second quarter, but then, you know, Kylee responds again, and it's 17-6 midway through, but I felt like getting that to 21-15 at halftime, like, even though the group was still down, did you feel like there was optimism and encouragement and enthusiasm in the locker room that it's like, hey, we still got 16 minutes and now we only have to look at a 6-point deficit, not an 11-point deficit. Was that good for the group?
Definitely. I mean, coming out and bouncing back from an 11-0 deficit was definitely important, even if we weren't ahead, knowing that we still had the energy, we were able to come together as a team and bounce back was definitely important, and just being able to carry that out, and then knowing there's still 16 minutes left in the second half, there's going to be more time, just being able to go out and play as hard as we can, even if we're down 5, knowing we have more time, we're here together as a team is really important. So.
It was a complete group effort at the defensive end. You know, it seemed like everybody was going to become familiar with Kylee, you know, by the time the game was over, but I mean, for her to go off for, you know, 16 of their 21 in the first half, and for you ladies to hold her to 1 field goal, you know, in the second half. I mean, I don't want you to reveal Coach Marcelo's, you know, trade secrets, because that could be applied to somebody else in the postseason. But just how much of a point of pride was it that it's like, look, especially you as a senior, right? It's like, we're not going to let somebody from an opposing team, especially our rival team, you know, come in here and do what she did on Saturday in the same gym, which was score 35 points. Like, obviously at halftime, it looked like she might have been on her way again, but it was like, no, like, we're gonna make a stand, and we're gonna just show how much heart we have. Like, just how much did that require in terms of the whole group to really make life as uncomfortable for her as possible in the second half?
I feel like our communication was much better in the second half, and we talked about what we needed to do and how we could attempt to stop her. I mean, she's a really talented player, but I feel like communication and knowing what our game plan was and being on the same page is really helpful.
Siena, considering the outcomes of Hamilton and North Torrance, for this group to be able to bounce back with one of the all-time great, you know, finishes in Redondo Union history against Shadow Hills, the Chloe Choi show at the end, and then have on top of it one of the all-time great comebacks in Seahawks history tonight to go from 11 down to 11 up against your rival. Just what kind of optimism and enthusiasm does it give you in the group for the playoffs?
It felt amazing. I mean, we came out and we were like, we need to win this game, like, for us, for our parents, for one of the players that just got injured. I mean, that meant so much to us, and being able to really execute that just meant so much, and we were so happy. It means a lot to us.
Awesome. As always, huge impact at both ends, and obviously you and the ladies walk out here with smiles. Now we'll see if the boys can complete the sweep. But obviously, this is a great sign for you and the Seahawks heading into the playoffs. Congratulations.